Why don't we go next to Ty from Connecticut? Ty from Connecticut, welcome to the program. What's on your mind today?
Hey, buddy. Happy Valentine's Day. Long time no talk.
Thank you.
Hope you got something nice planned for later and you're not working all day.
All right.
And apologies to the audience because every time I get up on here, everyone complains about how I talk slow. But I'll make it quick. I guess you had a video. I didn't watch the whole thing that came out a little earlier ago talking about who is the next Democrat or progressive to lead the future or whatever. And you're talking about like Jamie Raskin and John Osloff and the dude from California and stuff like that. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what's a progressive? What are we doing here?
Okay. Did you have a question?
Yes, what is a progressive? What are we doing here? None of those people you mentioned are like particularly progressive. What makes any of those people progressive that you mentioned in that video?
Oh, so the way I approach this is not let me find the individual with the most far left policies I can and say that that's the future of the progressive movement. The way I evaluate the question is not only what are their ideas, but also how politically skilled are they? How good are they in thinking on their feet in debate situations, in fending off right wing propaganda? There's a lot more to it. So I guess I would just ask you, Ty. I mean, who do
Sure.
you see as the future progressive leaders?
Admittedly, it's a bit bleak right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pretty big fan of the squad. I know that there are aspects of it online that, for whatever reason, kind of go really hard at them. But they all have their own struggles. It's pretty hard to be a Palestinian right now if you're Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush is going through it. I haven't heard anything from it. Look, um, I found the video confusing because like we went from like Bernie Sanders to Jamie Raskin.
In what
So
sense did we go from Bernie to Raskin?
as in the leader of the progressive movement, which was the like the title of the theme of your video or whatever. Like how did that happen according to you?
The way well, to say that it happened, I don't think it has happened yet. I guess the
Sure.
question is who is going to spearhead the next
Mhm.
generation progressive movement?
All
As
right.
I say in the video, it's not going to be Bernie since we're talking about the next generation. So by definition, it has to be someone younger. So then the question becomes who has the right mix of political skill, pragmatism, connections, and reasonably progressive ideology? And so I look at folks like Raskin, Newsom, Ossoff, Stacey Abrams. I think in terms of even younger people, Maxwell Frost and Richie Torres are interesting. I mean, it's just my opinion. I get that you're saying you disagree with me, but your only idea so far is like maybe the squad, I don't know. And I really question the political skill of the squad. By the
Well,
way, I don't
yeah,
even know that
yeah.
AOC is still even in the squad. I see AOC recently. I did a video on this earlier this week. AOC has gotten significantly more reasonable, and now she seems to be detested as a sellout by some on the far left.
Okay, well, without getting into all of that, I did not make a video or whatever, so I'm not prepared to tell the world but let me just ask you because it seems like you were like delegating your like, oh, someone wrote this or someone said this or like, well, David, like, let me just ask you, like, you are like supposed to like you're like on the left side or whatever. Like, who do you think ideally is a good candidate in terms of your metrics of pragmatism and all? Who should we be looking at to get behind and stuff like
I just
for,
gave you a
for
list
you,
of 5 or 6 people.
and you think that like John Oss, you think that the like you think that we should be like for let me make so next election cycle presidential leader of the Progressive Party, who is like your ideal
What do you
candidate?
mean the leader of the what
All
party?
right,
What progressive party?
the progressive movement.
Yeah.
progressive movement. You sorry. Who's your ideal candidate, my friend?
You're saying if I imagine someone from the ground up, what would their characteristics be, or just to give you names of people?
To give a maybe a single name, your most ideal candidate in a 2028 presidential election to lead the
I
progressive
don't
movement.
have a single one. I just gave you 6
Hard
names of
question.
people that I
It's a
think
hard
are
question.
doing interesting things.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
So
I
give
don't
me, Ty, now
yeah.
you give me a name. Who's your ideal? Give me a
Well, I
name.
think I'm looking for someone exciting. I think I'm
Okay.
looking for, and I don't see any of that from any of them.
So you're saying the ideal person for you, they're not even in politics right now. You couldn't name anybody.
I don't think so, but I
Okay.
don't think it. I
So
don't think
if
it's
you
due to
don't think there's
California.
anyone that meets your perfect standard, then we
Well,
would have to consider some. Hold on, Ty. Ty, hold on.
I got you.
If you're saying there's no one that meets your ideal standard, it
Mhm.
would make sense to choose from those who maybe fall short of that but are the closest. Is that fair?
I'm not saying that it's never fair. I'm just trying to get your true sense of it. Like, do you really love like Jamie Rath? Because I'm not excited about these
I don't
people.
love any of these people in the sense that I don't really care about these individuals as people because for me, I don't idolize these people. For me, these are tools we use. Voting is a tool we use to get folks that will advance as many of our interests as possible for the greatest number of people. So I don't need to be excited. For me, it's just who's bringing to the table the right combination of skills, pragmatism, personality, and positions. So where I'm struggling with you, Ty, is
Mhm.
you're
Mhm.
blowing up everyone I'm mentioning, but you say the ideal person doesn't exist. So, okay, pick from the people that exist. Who would you pick from the people that exist?
But let me. Um, it's you know what? It's really really tough. Admittedly, it's really really tough. I don't have a great answer.
Do you have someone that's better than the people I named?
Um. See, you when you put in the pragmatism thing, because I'm thinking about that woman in California, was it in Seattle or something like that? I can't remember her name. Krishma something. She's like a
You're saying
very,
the
very
socialist city council member in Seattle?
you look, you said pragmatism, you're putting in all these other things. I'm just saying a progressive, like ideally.
I'm not attacking you, Ty. I'm just saying, are you
Yeah.
referring to the socialist city
Oh
council
yes.
member in Seattle?
I personally like her. No, I get that she could be, kind of hard to digest for a lot of people.
Yeah,
You know, I,
she's dead on arrival, Ty. This is
yeah.
part of the reason she's not on my list is the idea that she's going to be the leader of the National Progressive. It's totally dead on arrival. All right, Ty, listen, I appreciate the call. Let's
Less
keep thinking about it, okay?
got you.
All right. Ty from Connecticut. It's like if everybody I'm mentioning is terrible and then you don't have any better ideas, then maybe my ideas aren't so terrible. I don't know. All right. Let's take a very quick break. If you're holding on, stick with me. We'll go right back to the Discord lines in a moment. Did you know that even if you exercise once a day and then basically sit the rest of the day, you can still suffer the consequences of a sedentary lifestyle because physical inactivity throughout the workday can cause a whole host of different health issues. And that's one of the many reasons I use a standing desk, a desk that can go up or down. It gets my creative energy flowing. I can walk around, I get circulation. I really don't want to go back to a regular desk. And the standing desks I've been using for years are from a company called Uplift Desk, which is why I asked them to become a sponsor. They let you customize every little detail of your new desk, dozens of different types of wood to choose from. You can choose the size, the type of grommets, the color of the hardware. Do you want casters? So many ways to customize it and make it yours. Uplift Desk has been chosen as the New York Times best standing desk for the last 5 years in a row. I know you'll love your Uplift Desk as much as I love mine. Go to upliftdesk.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman5 to get 5% off. The link is down below.